Upon arrival, the officer met with the complainant, the loss prevention associate, who advised that the defendant walked to the Levi's department with their personal infant stroller, grabbed several clothing items from the store display, and then walked into the elevator area to conceal the items. The complainant advised the defendant then went to the men's and kids department using the same method to conceal more stolen property. The defendant then walked out of the store into the main part of the mall, passing all points of sale. Security attempted to stop the defendant outside the store, and the defendant fled on foot back to the store where she was tackled by loss prevention. Total cost of the items was $415.
All right. Ms. Perry, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now not to go to any JCPenney. You understand, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
If I find that you go back to JCPenney or you pick up any new case, I will revoke the bond, put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds, man. How old are you?
17.
What do you do for a living?
This judge is wasting zero time right out of the gate. We're seeing a pattern missed probation requirements and immediate consequences. And trust me, in court, ignoring a direct order like a drug test, that's one of the fastest ways to lose all credibility. Question is, was this just a mistake or the start of something bigger?
I'm in school right now, so I play sports.
Where do you go to school?
I go to.
You're in high school.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer, ma'am? Would you like one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you need a lawyer to represent you. I'm telling you now, you're 17 and you've now picked up a theft case. A theft case is probably one of the worst cases that you can pick up because you get one of those on your record, you're branded a thief, and no one hires thieves. So be careful out there. I need you to fill out an application for me. So Steven's going to give you an application. I'm going to have you take your seat in the jury box after you sign your reset. I need you to fill it out for me. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions, and then we'll have you speak to a lawyer here momentarily. Okay?
And that was state conditions, correct?
Yeah, state. Yeah. So can you file no going back to JCPenney?
Just to clarify, all JCPenney?
Mhm,
Okay, yes, Your Honor.
Oh, no JCPenney.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
So tell me what's going on with Miss Perry. Is she acting up?
She doesn't act up, but around the wrong crowd. I don't want her to act up. I don't want her to hang with the wrong crowd. I don't want her to go far.
Okay.
So I just want her to make sure she's going to school and not getting in trouble.
We can make every single thing that you want a part of her bond condition so that if you start messing up, I have one place for you. We have schools in the jail and you can graduate from high school in the jail. It's your choice. You want me to send her for a drug test now to see if she's using?
No, sir. Because I already know the answer to that.
But do you know what?
Yes, sir.
Sure you don't want me to test her? Because I can. I'm not going to.
No, sir. I don't need her to get tested.
So you're not to smoke weed. You're not to use anything that has THC in it. I'm going to test you 45 days from today. And I'm telling you, if you test positive, I will put you in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Don't use and stay in school. I can give her a curfew if you want. I can make her stay at home, come to home 10 o'clock at night.
No, sir. I don't need a curfew or anything. I just want her to make sure she's at school. That's my only condition.
Okay, we'll make everything that you want. I can make it a bond condition. But the problem is, though, is that if I do this and she's acting up out there, you have to be with me on this. So if I put her in, right?
Yes, sir.
Because if she knows that she can get away with stuff, when the cat's away, the mice will play,
Absolutely.
right?
Yes, sir.
So are we together on this?
We are.
I have no problems putting you in custody. Start acting up, Ms. Perry.
Yes, sir.
The last thing that you need is a theft conviction. And the other thing that you...
Let's break this down. This wasn't just a quick grab, and the report describes multiple departments' concealment and even fleeing security legally that starts looking less like a minor slip and more like intent. And here's something to think about. Do you think 415 is not a big deal, or does the behavior matter more than the amount?
or desperately need in this life is a high school diploma. As a young Black woman in this life, it is so very difficult. You should never, ever have to rely on a man. You need knowledge. Knowledge is power. And I'm telling you now, if you get out there in life and you don't have an education and you don't have anything to do in this life, you're never going to make money. You're always going to be dependent on someone else. And it really sucks because the divorce rate in this country is extremely high, because with life, you get older, you get bigger, you get fatter, we lose hair. life doesn't get easier. It gets more difficult. And if you don't have some kind of education, good job, and you got to rely on some other man, forget about it. Be your own woman. Be strong and have an education. Because otherwise, life's going to suck. Life sucks without money. Do you understand? No more dope, and I will test you 45 days from today. Okay, Mom. We'll make all those bond conditions. We'll see.
I'm here on Abel Morales, Judge. It's a probation on a DWI. There's an MRP. You sent him for a drug test. He wasn't able to take the drug
I'm
test.
revoking his bond. Come up, Mr. Morales.
Judge, he is forthright. When he left here to go take the drug test, he asked for the number for a recovery coach. So we,
I don't know. I ordered him to go take a drug test. You failed to do it. You didn't do it. There are consequences for action, dude.
I went. I just couldn't go.
he was there, he just couldn't.
I
use
stayed
the
till
bathroom.
5 o'clock.
They give you water. There's no reason why you can't go. I had a lady the other day, she had 5 bottles of water to be able to go. She was there for 4 hours. There's no reason why you can't.
I asked for water. They told me there's a water fountain that didn't really work on the 5th floor.
Judge, we know what the outcome of the drug test is going to be. He has not, he's been forthcoming with me from day one about that. And he does have a probation in writ court pending as well. And I
He's
think
still using Kavita. It's unacceptable. And I can't just let him go because he's just going to continue to use. He's going to continue to do what he wants to do. And it doesn't work like that. You've done nothing on your probation. I ordered you to go take a drug test. You didn't do it. There are consequences to action. And he now goes with you.
I understand, Judge, he is possibly going to go to SADF on writ court.
I think that's exactly what we need. No, that's what we need. And I'm going to tell you now, I will not let you go. I can keep you for the next 3 years until you come clean. We will continue to dance together. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. I'm not running from anything. I mean, I don't mind going to take a test right now. I just
Ship had
couldn't
sailed,
go.
Mr. Morales. I gave you the opportunity. That ship sailed. I gave you the opportunity on this DWI. I've given you multiple chances. You have literally done 0 while you've been on this probation. So, you want a back rub too?
I'm not asking for any leniency.
In life, when you put your heart and soul into it, you can achieve damn near anything. That's what's so great about this country.
This is where it hits hard. She's only 17. The judge isn't just talking about punishment. He's talking about long-term consequences. A theft charge can follow you for years, jobs, opportunities, reputation. This moment right here, it could literally define her future. Do you think the judge is being too harsh or brutally honest?
You don't live in other places where you don't even have internet. You can do anything you want. Mind over matter. I've given you chance, I've given you after chance, and you've repeatedly failed and you continue to use. Now I do it my way. Goes with you. Sorry, Kavita.
Judge, but he's probably going to go through the treatment in SADF.
You were Abraham Perez. Mr. Perez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay,
Yes, Judge.
bless you.
On November 25th, 2024, officer was dispatched to major accident in 6300 block of South Highway 6 in Harris County, Texas. An officer made contact with a witness. The witness stated she was traveling southbound when she observed the defendant's vehicle swerving and speeding on the roadway. The witness stated the defendant's vehicle rear-ended the complainant's vehicle. The defendant exited the vehicle and the defendant attempted to leave the scene. The defendant was kept on scene by other citizens. The officer made contact with the defendant The officer observed strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, bloodshot and glossy eyes, and slurred speech. The officer observed a broken glass bottle on the passenger floorboard of the defendant's vehicle and a liquid on the driver's seat floor mat with an odor of an alcoholic beverage. The officer located 3 open Modelo bottles in the bed of the defendant's vehicle, and the witness stated the defendant removed the bottles from inside the motor vehicle and
Drinking
in the bed.
while driving? Really?
The defendant
Yes. El acusado
would not comment on whether he was drinking,
no comentaba.
and standard field sobriety tests were conducted.
Se hicieron
HGN, 6 out of 6, walk and turn, 2 out of 8, one leg stand, 1 out of 4. The DIC was read and the defendant consented to arrest. The results were .141 and .139.
Mr. Perez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Tell me, are you a United States citizen?
No, sir.
Are you in this country with or without permission?
No, sir. Sin permiso.
With or without
Sin
permission in this country?
este país.
No.
No, sir.
¿Estás aquí con permiso o sin permiso?
No, I'm here without permission.
What happens if you go to jail?
A la cárcel.
Arrestar migración.
¿Cómo?
Me puede arrestar migración.
Immigration could arrest me. Correcto.
I would hope that you would recognize it's freaking elementary that you're not supposed to have alcohol in the car while you're driving. And I'm going to tell you now that it is a minimum of 5 days in jail to any sentence that you get. The fact that there's an open container. And I will tell you now, if you were to do 5 days, immigration will get their clutches on you and you will be stuck in custody until the case is over with and then shipped off to immigration, where you will sit for another 6 to 9 months. And if you don't believe me,
Si no me crees,
ask Mr. Santana.
Now this is a turning point. The judge is offering structure, but also laying down a very real threat jail as a fallback. And when a judge says, I already know the answer, that's a huge red flag. So the question is, does she turn things around from here, or is this just the beginning of a deeper problem?
Clients he has represented over the years that have sat in immigration custody, and how long they will sit there until immigration does whatever they're going to do. I'm going to put a whole host of conditions on you now. And if I find that you are a danger to my public, if I find that you violate any of these conditions, I'm going to light you up like a freaking Christmas tree. I will revoke your bond, put you in jail, and if you're unlucky enough, you will be there for a very long time. Do you understand?
Sí, sí.
yes, sir.
The first thing I'm telling you now is you are not going to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. You will be signing an affidavit with me today. This is a promise that you're going to make to me that you're not going to drive, and I don't care what is going on in your life. I don't care where you got to go. I don't care what you got to do. If Jesus comes down from heaven and needs a ride to church, you get into a car and drive, get ready.
Un carro para manejar.
I'm also ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I will randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol, likewise, I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand?
Sí, sí.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, is this a first? Any prior DWIs?
There's no fires around it.
Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Santana. If he tells me that you start playing games, that you're not responding to his phone calls, text messages, I will issue a warrant for your arrest.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Shh. If you do not stay in contact with him, I'm going to revoke your bond. Mr. Perez, I will do everything in my power to protect my public. And I don't care if we got to put you away kicking and screaming. But the only thing that matters to me is public safety. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mrs. Santana, please advise your client accordingly.